Do it? Oh, some of these are like pretty epic. Like this one. Tax the rich. Nice one. Epic and cool. Pretty nice. I like it. It's a nice sweater. And it is made in the USA, 100% cotton, and gender neutral, just like chat. As complained about on Fox News. That's funny. That hoodie was cool. Yeah, they make some nice. Okay, let's take a look into this. So this is Fox News. Pause the music, bro. I'm freaking vibing. So Fox News, remember how we just looked at those sweatshirts by AOC and how I thought they were kind of cool and you guys thought they were cool too? Well, apparently Fox News did not think that they were cool at all, and they thought that they were extremely unbased and extremely cringe because capitalism or something, and socialism is not when you sell things at all, apparently. Thought they loved capitalism? Yeah, but not when women do it. Let's get into it. So this is a segment from Fox News. Here, wait, let me big brain this. Let me big brain and big screen this for you all today. All right. Zoop.
Ocasio-Cortez responding to the criticism by saying, quoting here, Republicans are freaking out because we don't use slave wage labor for merch that funds grassroots organizing. But what's the difference between Trump's merch and ours? Ours is made in the U.S. And for GOP, who joked that we should give shirts for free, we actually do. Just volunteer. Carly.
Ooh, dude. Imagine getting clapped that hard on Twitter. See, you can say whatever you want about AOC and her politics, okay? But one thing that you can't get rid of is the claps. Okay, she claps back on Twitter so hard, there's like a mark on people's face. That's why some of the GOP have started wearing masks. They try and take shots at AOC, and she literally backhands them like she just backhands them, just absolutely destroys them. Burned in your own segment. Imagine this being the opening of your segment. You destroy yourself in the first 21 segments. And is this woman okay? Is she okay? Listen, I know that she just airbrushed her eyebrows on, but I'm not sure. I think she got some into, she was huffing some. She doesn't look too good right now.
Shimkus, member of the Fox News Headlines 24/7 crew, joins us now. Carly, it's always great to see you.
Am I xenophobic? Or do all Fox News women contributors look just about the same?
Talk to you at the end of the show. You know, at least AOC didn't wear this sweatshirt into the French Laundry in Napa Valley, which wouldn't have gotten her a little bit more trouble, right? I mean, she could have done that. She didn't do that.
Am I the only person?
The right's getting better at comedy and the left is getting scared.
Am I the only person that didn't know what the French Laundry was until this week? But yeah, AOC's campaign now has its own store. So
they've had a store for a long time. They've been selling posters. When we were there, we were looking for the original poster for AOC's 2018 campaign run. I couldn't find it, but we did find the gay one. So if you're incredibly gay or you like the gay in any way, shape, or form, you can find the AOC 2018 election campaign poster gay version. So yeah, so the thing is, the reason here, okay, actually we'll just keep playing this for now and then we can explain later.
Essentially a business owner. It is the official AOC shop.
Wait, what?
Its own laundry was until this week. But yeah, AOC's campaign now has its own store. So she's essentially a business owner. It is.
Oh my gosh, they're trying to do you think that owning money is bad. Yet you sell things. Very interesting. Billionaires should not exist. Well, you make under 200K and employ people through your office and Congress. Very curious. You live in a society still. Very interesting, Ocasio-Cortez.
Is the official AOC shop. So working under a purely socialist system, she would take the profits from her store and distribute them evenly to everyone, even members of Congress that she doesn't like.
What the fuck? How? Wait, what? How do you think? Wait, what? What? Listen, this is what happens when you read all theory. Okay, this woman, by preparing for this, she tried to put Das Kapital at 2 times speed and go to sleep to it like a Dexter's Laboratory style, but it kept getting stuck on like omelette du fromage, so she never got the full thing. Stopped on chapter 1. Right after she went to bed, so she's just trying to put bits and pieces of it together. She has no clue what's going on right now. Oh yeah, socialism is when you sell a thing and then you give everyone the money. You find the tallest omelette du capital. You find the tallest building and then you just dump the money. You dump the coins onto the floor, and people like scrounge up and try and pick it up like the ticket blasting booth at Chuck E. Cheese. You know, just and that's what a socialism is.
But because this is America, and under a capitalist system, she and her team got together, they brainstormed, they thought of gear that her supporters would like, and because every purchase is a campaign donation, she gets to benefit from that hard work, which sounds like a great system. A system that would create the most prosperous country in the world. And yes, it is ironic that she created a $58, originally the price tag I believe was $65, tax the rich sweatshirt. I could see it on a bunch of college students and having their parents be very surprised and horrified by the sweatshirt in which.
Imagine being surprised and horrified that you think that people making the same amount of money that your parents do every single minute, that those people should be taxed more, is horrifying. Like, oh gosh, like the parents that get shocked and horrified by this sweatshirt are the same parents, horrified, the horror, the same exact parents that get shocked and horrified, her words, by this sweater are the same ones that start side eyeing their daughter's dark skinned boyfriend that she brought home from UCLA. You know, after living in Orange County, those are the same sort of people. So I mean, I'm not sure if I care too much. Also, all of this is an extension of her campaign. All of this money goes to her she's not pocketing this money. This money isn't going into her bank account. It doesn't work like this. She's not going off and being a champagne socialist off of this. She's still making. I'm pretty sure the vast majority of the money that she's making comes from her salary in Congress more than anything else. But you know, whatever. I guess just pretend that she's a business owner. I mean, technically, she is a boss because she has like an office that she needs to run and a campaign that she needs to run. But besides that, I mean, that's just essential to work being in Congress, though.
Which their young children are wearing.
Yeah, $58. She's getting a lot of pushback on this. We should show some of these tweets on social media. Matt's Idea Shop tweets, AOC selling $65 sweatshirts that you say are now $58 that say tax the rich, that only rich people can afford, should just say tax me.
What the fuck? I mean, I'm not sure what AOC's tax bracket is, but the fact that she gets free healthcare and stuff, I mean, there's a very real possibility that she could just be taxable. I think she'd be perfectly fine with that. You know, I think making $175,000 a year, you make a far more than a lot of other people. But according to CNBC, still not living the average middle class lifestyle, still far below the $400,000 you must make to be well into your middle class lifestyle there. No, listen, $58, $65 sweatshirts isn't bad when they're made in America and union made. I'm sorry, money goes into making decent clothing. And also 100% cotton. That's an expensive thing. $58 for 100% cotton, made in America, and union-made sweatshirts is not bad. You can go to Banana Republic or Gap or something and find $60, $70 sweatshirts made in freaking Bangladesh. I mean, yeah, it just seems like they're just really, 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 really angry that when you pick up the AOC sweater, that you don't smell the tiny arthritis infused fingers of a child slave forced to work there, or else their parents starve to death in the hut 10 miles away that they have to walk to every single day to be able to make sure that they can stay afloat in their country. You know, I'm really, really sorry that the experience of that new sweater has been taken from you.
When you're aiming for socialism, but you hit capitalism. And then you have this from the Daily Caller Foundation. Hey, AOC.
Wait, this is just the same tweet. This is a tweet by the same exact person.
I can't afford this sweatshirt right now. You got a coupon code for the non-rich. So she's getting some heat.
You got a coupon code for the non-rich? Listen, if you can't afford some clothes, don't buy those clothes. I'm pretty sure you can go to Goodwill right now and buy perfectly fine sweaters. Maybe even sweaters that have been $65. Hey, if you guys remember, I have like a dark blue sweater that I wear. I love that sweater. It's Gap. I thrifted it. It cost me $5. I looked it up on Gap. That thing cost like $40, $50. It's an expensive sweater, okay? And it's like 100% wool. It's a nice sweater. If you can't afford some things, don't buy them. I don't think anybody wanted you to make any donations to AOC's campaign if you can't keep the lights on, okay? This is not anti-socialism. And I don't think AOC ever said anything about business owners. I'm pretty sure she supports small business owners all the time. So, okay. Listen, yeah, and she already explained it. If you really, really want a free one, you can just volunteer. It's perfectly. I'd volunteer for that sweater. You know, that's a nice sweater right there. I'd like that.
Yeah, you know what? It's really.
You try to buy from sustainable sources and $60 on the cheap side? Absolutely. See, I buy loose leaf tea. I really like to drink tea, and I really like to drink loose leaf tea, and it's really cool. It's really nice. I buy from a little shop in Canada because I like to keep it at the very least in North America when I'm getting food, or like when I'm getting those sorts of things. And the tea is expensive. It is. It's a lot of money for like 16. 18 cups of tea. It's a lot of money, but I do it anyways because I want to, keep it in the family.
Really difficult, and this is sort of the theme of the week for
David's tea. No, you cringe lord.
These elected leaders to live up to their own high standards. And the AOC falls into this trap from time to time because it's very difficult to live under her worldview. Last year, the New York Post came out with a story of how she and her campaign spent $30,000 on Uber rides when the subway was just a few feet away from her office, going against the Green New Deal. There was also a story about how she spent all this money.
What? They were in Ubers? What? Ah, yes, AOC, living like the capitalist, living to the high standard capitalist that she wants you all to be, taking an Uber. You know what's worse than taking an Uber? Actually driving. I mean, for one, you help someone out who needs the help. I think if you're driving for Uber, you could use a couple more dollars and using your campaign to do that. That's great. You get another car off the road. And maybe the subway wasn't going where she needed to go. Who knows? Lots of things could be that. I don't know. I mean, the subway doesn't seem very safe right now with COVID and everything. I wouldn't want to take the subway. So I don't think that's like crazy. But then maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just racist. Who knows?
Money on Amazon, and then
to learn everything about socialism, watch the documentary Trump Card. Blow your mind. Yeah, dude.
She drove Amazon out of New York and all the jobs with it. So you.
Drove Amazon out of New York, dude. They're still trying to meme this up. Amazon was trying to get billions of dollars in grants from the New York government, and they were going to ship in a bunch of jobs. So New Yorkers weren't going to get those jobs like that, and so she was like, "This is cringe." And then Bezos was like, we'll do it somewhere else then. And then they're like, AOC destroyed the job market in New York single-handedly. Like, okay, buddy.
You could add this sort of tax the rich sweatshirt to that list.
I think it's a matter of kind of reading the room, though, Carly. It's one of those things where, she also got pushed back.
I think the place is called Tea Leaves. I'm not sure where. I haven't bought from them in a while. Let me see. Is this right? There were a couple of places that I bought from. I forget exactly which one's which. Which one's which? I'll probably have to look for it a little bit. I know Tea Leaves was the place I was looking for, but that may not be it. It may be It may be Dave's, and I may be lying to you, and it may be Dave's.
I think last year, a couple of years ago, when she went on the cover of, I think, Vanity Fair wearing some $14,000 outfit. It wasn't her outfit. I mean, they didn't give it to her, but it's the whole idea of just reading the room. It's optics when you're a politician. And
reading the room? What? Having a nice photo shoot is not reading the room? What did they want? Did they want her in like sweatpants, a dingy white T-shirt, and like tennis shoes with a hole in the big toe? And you could just see her toes. Is that what you wanted? Is it hair undone, teeth unbrushed, hasn't had a shower in 2 days, and that's the only pictures that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez can take, because that's the socialist lifestyle. Yeah, only potato sack. Yeah, she can only wear a barrel. She comes into Congress with like a barrel with the straps over it, barefoot, and that's all she wears, because that's the socialist lifestyle.
when you're fighting for socialism and, you know, you want the rich to give everything back, there's a way to kind of gauge the temperature, and I'm not sure that she's quite done that as of late.
Man, maybe you could decide how she's not been able to do that by her not winning election. Like oh wait, she did win re-election, huh? Maybe you could judge that by her losing support from, oh, she's been gaining support, huh? Incredible, really interesting.
Yeah, you said it so well, and I get, you know, to be fair to her, the Tax the Rich sweatshirt, although it is receiving criticism, is now sold out in all sizes from small to XXX. The Green New Deal sweat.
Ooh, small. Wait. Oh, I thought she said from small to extra, extra, extra small. I was like, oh, so like the twinks and people 4 feet tall have bought all this out. Okay, I thought she said XXX. I thought she was gonna say XXL. Okay, XXX. Oh my goodness. Sex workers have only been buying the shirt.
Shirt that she's selling is also sold out.
Aww.
But there are other items that
they don't want your Canadian money. I'm sorry.
Haven't sold out just yet, like drink water and don't be racist. That's a bumper sticker. Not so popular. It's still available on her website. So because she's now a businesswoman, I'm sure she's going to look at those numbers and try and figure out how to prosper using her online store even.
Man, maybe it doesn't even matter that much because this isn't a business and it's just her re-election campaign. You know, maybe it's because they don't have to turn a profit the same way that a business does, and they just are here to make money for their campaign so they can keep paying their volunteers good wages. Who knew? Is that an ad now? Yeah, dude, they're just running ads for her, which I love. I love it. They got dunked on in their own segment and they're just running ads. And they not once they ever mention how the stuff is union made and made in America. Remember, these conservatives don't care about you. They don't care about unions. They don't care about workers' rights. All of their clothes here are probably made with like slave labor in like China or some other country you may not have even heard of or know where the clothes are from. They don't care. They couldn't care less. They only care about vaguely gesturing at imagined hypocrisy instead of actually putting forward good arguments for what they believe, because they have no good arguments for what they believe because they're just bad people.
More.
Yeah, and lastly, just to educate you on the French Laundry, Carly, you know, it's $350 average per person, right? There's several courses. They're all very small. It's wonderful, apparently, I hear. And the average bill is like $1,000 without wine.
Yeah, that's why I've never heard of it. I hate restaurants that serve plates with foam on them, too. Foam.
What? What? Is this bitch going to sit down restaurants where they serve her fucking packing peanuts? Maybe that's just because they don't like you. What do you talk? Very relatable. Extreme. Yes. Yes. I hate it when I go to my sit down restaurant during COVID and they feed me foam. Like, what are you talking about? What's happening right now? Whatever. I'm so tired of hearing these people talk. I'm so sick of it. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. AOC is rich. Tax yourself. Listen, if AOC was rich, I'm pretty sure she'd still be pushing for the same exact policies that she would be now. Same with Bernie Sanders. Didn't you think it was really funny when they talked about how Bernie Sanders has started to write books and now he's different? He built different, but then he kept advocating for the same exact policies because he's not a piece of shit shill like the rest of them. Don't you think that's really interesting? I think it's very interesting. Huh. You've never been served foam? Ah, I see how you don't like to visit the fish cum store very often. How unfortunate. Maybe you need to spend more time diving into the realm of fish cum. I don't know.